Athens, and welcome to Kaleidoscope. I haven't seen you for a little while because I've been on vacation. We're going to talk about that later. And here with me is Nan, and she's not been on vacation. But every day in Athens is a vacation, right?
Oh, right.
Just living in this lovely town is a vacation. So what have you been up to while I was gone?
Well, let's see. I had a little difficulty with the music festival tickets.
Oh, tickets.
Because when I called, the story ends happily.
Oh, good, good.
But when I called, they wanted my email address, and when I said little NMYKEL at, they put it under the name Little.
You'll try to say lowercase. Of course, they probably would have said lowercase then.
So, but that straightened out very nicely. My daughter and son-in-law were able to be recognized at the ticket booth on Friday night, so that ended happily.
Good, good, good.
And something else happened, but it'll come to me with your
As
story.
time goes on, huh? So yeah, there you got something to look forward to. A bolt of lightning will strike Dan here in a minute. How was the weather for the music festival?
It was supposed to rain all weekend, and it was, except for a little drizzle at one point, it was a beautiful weekend.
Oh, good, good.
Per my children's report, I stayed home.
Well, I don't blame you. I don't know if I'm up to music festivals anymore. I saw Willie Nelson at a music festival many years ago, and it was a beautiful, hot, sunny day in July, and he no more than stepped on the stage until the clouds began to gather, and we had the god-awfulest rainstorm and wind, and oh, it was ridiculous. And the only reason I went was to see Willie Nelson.
I saw him in Nelsonville, I think several years ago.
He has a presence, that guy. You know, he's a little tiny guy with braids, so you wouldn't think, but when he walks out on that stage, he has definitely got a presence. Oh, and did you see in the news that 15 of the OU singers opened for the Rolling Stones in Columbus? How exciting is that?
Wow.
I know. They were on the same stage as Mick Jagger. Oh!
As who?
Well, you know who I'm talking about, don't you, out there in TV land. Oh my gosh, what a thrill that must have been. I can't even imagine. I had a little speck of video somebody sent me, and it wasn't very good at all. It was terrible, actually. But it did show at the very end, you could see them, and he, you know, he's never still. He just goes, 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 goes. He's like the Energizer Bunny, you know, he gets wound up. And he ran out there and started singing, and the looks on their faces were so cute. They were just like, ugh! They couldn't believe it. They were actually that close to Mick Jagger. So that was great. And that was supposed to be a rainstorm too, but it didn't. I have a friend that went, and she said they were really worried. They had their ponchos, and, you know, they were all prepared.
So where have you been?
Good folks of TV land, have been in Panama City Beach, Florida. That's why I'm a little bit different color than I was the last time you saw me.
Yes, you are.
Little bit of a tan.
Makes me pale by comparison.
Yes, a little bit pale, and I will be pale again too, so, you know, this won't last forever. But it's a long story about how I got to Panama City Beach, Florida. My original destination was Siesta Key, Florida, which is right outside of Sarasota. But my friend that I went with didn't want to go there. And I don't know why, because that's a really wonderful beach. And if you're looking for a wonderful beach within the continental U.S., Siesta Key outside of Sarasota is wonderful. But for some reason, she said she wanted to go to the Panhandle. Well, never been there. She hadn't, nor had I. So I rooted around and found a Groupon for a resort. It's called a resort, right on the beach in Panama City, called Edgewater Beach Resort. So, and it was very cheap. With the Groupon, it was cheap. And we're cheap, so that's where we went. And the weather was spectacular the whole time. I didn't know what to expect because I'd never been there before. So I want you to take a look at this picture of the beach, Panama City Beach. Look at that white sand, Nan. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, marvelous, marvelous.
And the blue ocean.
Wonder how much cancer you can pick up.
If anybody should have skin cancer, it's me, because I've been going to beaches and laying out in the sun for 50 years. But the thing that I want to tell people about this, just in case you ever thought you might want to go there, that sand is so white, so powdery, it's like talcum powder, and it's not hot. That's the really amazing thing.
I want to see your feet.
There's my feet. There's my feet with the waves beginning to crash in. I had a chair right down there by the surf. And you can see there, too, what a beautiful color the water is.
Right,
it's Caribbean looking. I mean, if I didn't know I was in the United States, I think I was in St. Thomas or, somewhere like that. Because of the color of the water, and clear, clear, clear. I can't say enough good things about that beach. Just a wonderful beach.
Did you go in the water?
Well, you can see that surf, right?
Yeah.
They were flying what they call yellow flag, which means medium rough.
Oh.
To me, it was rough. I only swim in the ocean when it's like a lake, just nothing. I don't like that being pounded around and dragged around. And
You don't?
No. So I got in a little bit and I got pounded by the waves some, and then I went in the pool. But to lie there and hear the waves crashing and everything and the birds, it was great. And this so-called resort, well, I guess it was a resort. It was really old. It had been there for years. They had a lagoon pool, which means, they had an island in the middle with palm trees and stuff. It was really cool. The pool was cool. The only thing they didn't have, and I don't get this, was a swim-up bar. You had to get out of the pool to go to the bar.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
I said to several people, why isn't there a swim-up bar? And this one guy says, I've been telling him that for years. I said, well, I'm going to put that in my evaluation, and they should have had a swim-up bar, because that's really fun. And they could put it right out on that little island. But the pool was fantastic. It was huge. It was, not square. It was, like you would think it would be with the island in the middle, and plenty of stuff there for kids, too. Plenty of stuff for kids to do. And a nice restaurant right beside the pool where you could also see the ocean.
A swim-up bar, honestly.
I love swim-up bars. That's my favorite thing.
Well, one thing you said so good about this show is how opposite we are.
Right.
Okay,
that
so.
doesn't appeal to you, huh? You don't want
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just not used to expecting a swim-up bar.
When I drink my rum punch, I want it to be from a swim-up bar. But frankly, I don't always get that, obviously. I've been many places where there were not swim-up bars. But this was the perfect place for a swim-up bar. Anyhow, back to the beach. Back to that beautiful white stretch of sand. This is the amazing thing about that. It goes for 60 miles. 60 miles, which I find to be unbelievable. Who knew that was in the United States of America? Not me. I did not know. So I was really glad that my friend insisted to go. Her words were, I believe I'll let you drive me to Panama City Beach. Oh, okay. Which I did because I can't stand her driving, so I drove. But anyway, it's just very nice, and I enjoyed it. And, you know, it was great to go out there on the beach. But there's more to it than that. Oh, yes. Oh. Those of you who have been to Myrtle Beach, and I imagine that's been a lot of people watching, you've been to Myrtle Beach, haven't you?
Oh, yeah.
And it's very similar, you know, the Grand Strand at Myrtle Beach. It's very similar to that. It has a lot of that kind, little bit honky-tonk quality of Myrtle. And I like that too, by the way. Don't think I'm putting it down, because I'm not. And lots of restaurants and stuff. The only thing they don't have that they do have at Myrtle Beach are those eat-all-you-can restaurants. Not that I would do anything for me, because I usually can't even eat what I order, let alone, you know, more. But when my son was young and we went to Myrtle Beach, him and his father, it was wonderful, because they could just eat and eat and eat however much they wanted. But you can't do that at Panama City Beach. But another thing, speaking of food, is the restaurant we went to on the last night called Captain Anderson's. And it's way out at the end of the, kind of the end of the beach, just as it goes over into Panama City. And it's kind of an institution. It's been there for years, probably since the 70s, because it was a very 70s looking building. And it's huge. I mean, there's droves of people coming in there, you know, and everything. But the food is really good. I really enjoyed it. And we're going to show you a picture of my meal, which was Florida lobster. Florida lobster. Now, there you go. And a Florida lobster is different from a Maine lobster. I don't know if you knew this. But the Florida lobster is smaller, denser. And even in this picture, it looks kind of like a Maine lobster, but really it doesn't when you see it in real life. And then you see those hush puppies. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big hush puppy fan, but those were hush puppies to die for. They were really, really good. And that lobster, when I got done with it, there was nothing left but the shell. I mean, I picked every bit of meat out of that sucker as I could. And years ago, I used to drive my mother to Florida every winter. And my cousin lived south of Miami, a little bit south of Miami in a suburb. And she and his mother would go together, and they would rent a place and so on. Anyway, the last time I had Florida lobster was when I was down there. And at that time, they were almost extinct. And the only way you could get the Florida lobster was the claw. You couldn't get the whole lobster.
Huh.
And what they would do is they would catch the lobster and then take the claw off and put him back, because he would grow another claw.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So he was a handicapped lobster when they put him back. And
oh.
I know.
Well, they put him back in the ocean or in that
back in the ocean.
restaurant swimming pool they have him?
No, they weren't allowed to catch them like that. They could bring them up, take the claw off, and then they had to drop them back in the ocean.
Well, they ought to still have that.
They probably should, but they don't, because they're not going
Save the lobsters.
Save the lobster. Don't create a handicapped lobster with only one claw. But now they're thriving, evidently, all over Florida. So, you know, you can have a whole lobster now if you want one, and I did. So that was a lot of fun. And that was our last night. Our next to the last night, we went to this place in Panama City called the Shrimp Boat. Wow. I had shrimp and grits. Do you know how long it's been since I've had grits? Grits. A long time. And it was really good. Whoever made them was really good at doing it, because they were creamy, you know. They didn't taste sandy like sometimes they do. They were creamy. And they had a lot of seasoning in them. And the shrimp, oh my gosh, it was delicious. And this is a cute little place too, because it's on kind of a bay. And, you know, there's all these little shops and things around, so kind of touristy. But I enjoyed it.
Well, I have my grits at Bob Evans.
Do you?
Yeah.
My mother, not my grandmother, my mother always wanted to go to Bob Evans and have mush. Have you ever had mush?
Oh, yes, mush and fried mush.
There you go. Fried mush and bacon.
Yes, that's good. That's really
That's,
good.
you know,
Tell them what it's made of.
cornmeal.
Yes.
It's cornmeal. I think cornmeal water. I don't think it's even milk. Maybe an egg to hold it together. But I mean, it's basically cornmeal fried.
But it's really good.
It is. It's good. I mean, I'm not really a big fan, but yes, it's good. I mean, it's edible to me. I wouldn't go a long way to get it, but my mother loved all that stuff. She loved oatmeal. She loved mush. All that, I don't know what, kind of grainy, dense, kind of stuff. And I'd prefer yogurt myself, but
She has smooth insides.
there you go. Just trickles down my throat. Early in the morning, yogurt seems like about it for me.
Well, are you getting your roughage?
Oh, yes, I eat a lot of salads. I like salads. Oh, and by the way, back to salads, Captain Anderson's, a Greek family, started this restaurant. And so they have this Greek salad that is really good. And they use real Kalamata olives. If you know what those are the purple ones. And they were so good, those olives. I swear they brought them in from Greece. And yogurt made me think of Greece too, because there's that Greek yogurt in Greece. Oh my God. I could eat a whole humongous bowl of that. So anyway, if you're thinking about going to Panama City Beach and you're not sure,
Go.
go. That beach is spectacular. You can save the money it would cost you to go to St. Thomas. You don't need that. You're going to have a perfectly fine beach. You're going to have beautiful water. You're going to have restaurants, the whole 9 yards. And it's right here in the United States of America.
And I remembered what I forgot.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. When my daughter was up for the Nelsonville Music Festival, she did something to my answering device on my telephone. And long ago I had said, if you call and leave a message, I will respond very soon, I promise. And then she learned that I don't even check my phone messages.
Oh dear.
And she has put something on that tells people I don't check my phone messages and giving them my cell phone number.
Oh no.
And the doctor's office called me at Access the other night, and I said, how in the world did you find me? And that's what she did. So I hope she did it in a kindly manner and didn't make fun of me.
Right, well-meaning. Haven't you called your number to hear your message?
Pardon?
Didn't you call and listen to your message that you put on
I was
there?
busy.
No.
I was busy with
I'll
my
have to call.
music festival footage.
I'll have to call your number now and see what she says. I tell you, this having two phones, I really think I'm going to get rid of my household phone because I don't even think about it. I need to have it in a more prominent place where I see it, when I go in the house. Because people will say, well, I left you a message. I didn't get a message. Oh, it was on my landline and not on my cell phone. I probably should put the same message on mine.
How many rings do you have on your landline?
4, I think.
Woo.
Or maybe 5.
I run. Seems like when mine rings, lots of times I don't get there in time.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing. You can't. Well, I could carry mine around if I wanted to, but I don't. So, I remember when I was a kid, it was so upsetting when you didn't get to the phone in time. Oh my gosh, it might be a boy calling you. My grandmother would always say, oh, Jane Ann, if they want you, they'll call back. And if they don't call back, then they were no good to start
Jane
with.
Ann?
Yeah.
Oh, Jane Ann, now we know.
Yeah.
Jane Ann.
Oh, I don't know why. I had to be Jane Ann, but I was. So anyhow, back to business here. I hope you enjoyed those little shots of Panama City Beach. Let's show it one more time because it's just so pretty. I just love to look at it. Let's put it up there. Oh, don't you wish you were there? and under one of those umbrellas with your toes up and the and the water surf crashing in. Well, I hope you enjoyed. You had a mini vacation there. Just looking at me there on that beach and eating my lobster. So,
Well, maybe we can take a look at Music Festival?
you think? Ah,
Actually, since I didn't go, you know that I didn't shoot these, but I edited them. And so there's, on Access, there's going to be 1 hour of kids enjoying Nelsonville Music Festival. It's such a great place to take little kids and be there and get your music, and while they are just romping and having a wonderful time.
I never would have thought of that, taking kids to a music festival.
Oh, well, this one, I don't know that I would have taken them to Numberfest, but
This one was a good one, huh?
anyway, there are places there that I laughed and laughed and laughed. There was this man with a great big hoop, and somehow he could roll the hoop and it would get to a certain place and it would come back.
Oh my,
And
like a
then
boomerang.
He had little kids lined up, and as it came back, they would try to jump through the hoop. And there were several cases where the kids were so little, you see them running after the hoop because they can't even get there. It was so cute.
So your kids may be on Kaleidoscope. You never know. Could be. So you'll have to watch and see.
So what I do have in just a little bit is those, I don't know how to call them, whether they're balloons or paper bags with fire in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
they light them and you see them going up. That is really beautiful sight.
That's very pretty.
And then there is a girl with fire batons.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean fire batons.
I've seen that before.
I mean too, and they go way up, and then the camera goes way up and shows it going in the air and then coming back down and her catching them. And that is really remarkable.
She's got a lot of guts, that girl. I don't think
And
I could do that.
I know it. Well, let's go to Nelsonville, the friendly outfit that finally let my family in, even though under the little title.
Even though they weren't the littles, they let them in. Okay, here we go.
Sound ready?
Sarah, is this your idea?
Keep holding on to it. Now, on that side, you can kind of pull it apart. Yep, go ahead. You got it. You can let go at the top. Just pull the sides apart, down bottom. You got it? It's filling up with hot air now, right? Now, let's lift it up a little bit. See what's happening. Trust it. Go ahead. Hold the bottom. Hold the ring. Right down here. Yeah, just
I know. My last one broke too, but it still went up.
Nope, don't let it go yet. You'll start to feel it like excited. You'll start to really want to almost take off. Keep holding it even another like 20 seconds after that. You'll start to feel it? I feel the pull. Okay, let's wait for about 15 more seconds. And then you just kind of like lightly let it go. Just to see if it's ready. You can test it out. Lightly let it go and see if it falls in place. Let it go lightly.
These are so cool.
Go ahead and let it go. Is it falling down? Nope, it's ready. That's all right. We'll be ready in a second. Big fire going now. It's going to lift you up from the ground. Beautiful, Mom.
Yay!
All right, I think you're ready, so go to one push. Shut. No, it's not. Still not ready. No. Sit down. You go all out. They just take a little bit.
Russell, did you enlist?
Of course. He's ready? You're the boss.
I think it's ready. Give it a
Put a little push. There you go. You get it. Get it. Going forward. There you go. That's my grandma.
Three more days.
She's our baby. I'm not a baby, I'm not broken. Hard one. Is she really?
Three more, thank you.
Keep going, Brad. You got it. Oh, hit me up. How am I supposed to bring your water? Drink out of that cup. Oh. Wow.
She's my runaway mom, always chasing other men.
Sorry, it's super Florida.
Runaway mom, always summer don't care. If you see this kind of lady coming around in short skin, she's my runaway mom. And I'm right back where I really always been. I got a whole
Oh,
Come on.
problem.
You got a problem?
Okay. Hey boy, so it's gonna be good.
afraid to go. Well, there ain't nobody knows. I'm a better off than safe. Could have had it any day. Only let it go so long. The kind of signs of flow.
Matches your shirt. Perfect day. You look like a bug. Or a cheetah. You're a cheetah, aren't you? Ah. Don't be cheating in this game. Ready? Ready? Not through, dude. Not through. Eli, hey, give me 5. That was like 65 points. Good job.
Wait, you just said that?
All right, Eli, you ready?
I do. Someone got a problem with that.
Wait, go get it still. You still got it. You still. Oh. Nice try. All right, we're just going to move instead of messing with him. Hey, hey, come here. This way. This way. Hey, if it's your turn, here we go. Dude, that was like 85 points. Are you ready? Eli, move seriously.
Oh, seriously. If I was in
That was 95 points.
95 points.
Lost the contact. It's in there. Hold on.
Wait, up. We got our full action.
Try that method again. 91 points. 91. Excellent. Lady, come here. Oh, get up. We'll go with 42 points. Eli, you ready? You ready? You can get it still. You can go get it. That was a good effort, though, dude. Not bad. I'm going to give you 26 points. Yep. And he got 30, and he did a little spinny jig. All right, here we go. He got a little spinny jig. 102 points also. Good work. Back to back 102. Harlan, you ready? Keep going, keep going. That was 268. Good job. 268 new record.
The last time I saw him, that was such a bad. And I felt like they were really like taking it and going. They were better last time. The guy that made these balloons came to Robot.
Hey, go outside the bubble. Look at that.
watch back here just because it's 92. Melted in my throat.
Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, that's great.
I told her I wear it.
Yeah.
Just a second, let me drop this off. It's back on their bikes.
Oh, wait, what's going on? Line here. Walk right into the No, I've done the same thing. I mean, whatever. Believe me when I tell you I'm not. That's awesome. 104. It's one. It's one. You still got it. I'll give you a 128. What I'm actually trying to do. Hold on. That was a bad one. He gets a redo. That was a bad one. Try it again. See, I think you get to do it again. That was my fault.
Well, I usually medicate myself.
Oh! Get it again! That was awesome! I'm going to give you a 191. Huh? I know, but that was the first time it ever been done and it was awesome. Do it again like that, you probably only get about a 104.
This one can kill you in a night.
You got religious people telling you that God made a mistake.
Yeah, really.
She got the 360 dance! We're going to go with a 97. That was awesome.
Steal somebody else's because I'm taking my collapsible one. The best I got. All I have is
I was
The roof, 96 points, dude.
I like the red one.
96, that was close.
Hanging out with me and generator before.
Hey guys, when somebody does something good, you guys should be like, yeah, good job. Alright? Next time somebody does something good, you guys be like, that's awesome, good job.
I'm losing my shit. Just
This is what you're like.
All of you? All of
No,
you?
they're not.
That was amazing. I think you did some kind of reversal jump around and you hit the lady. We're going to go with 117. Go ahead first this time. Right. Oh, 96. Good job. You almost had it. All you got to do is lift them legs up. All right, Harlan, you ready? Oh, he did. That was awesome. jump too far. Here we go. One more. One. You're better than that, dude. You should have got. Oh! Keep going, keep going, keep going. Exactly. You gotta jump through the hoop. Okay. All right, here we go. You got it. Okay, you still got it. Don't hurt the kid. All right. I got this. Wait, you gotta get in the back of the line. That was good. 27. Yes! Wait, the stilt factor, you should get an extra point. 47. 47. Dude, that was 400. Wait, 500 points. New record.
So what are we going to sing?
Oh, I'm not singing. I don't sing in public. But what I am going to do is say goodbye, Athens, and thank you for joining us, and please come back next week.
And she was, before the camera went back on, singing M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.
Mickey Mouse. Well, anyway, you know how that goes. So goodbye, a fond farewell, until next week.